So when I started all this stuff, man, first writing the book was a joke. People were asking me, what are you going to do when you retire? Guys, like, you don't know how to stop. And I thought about everything. I'm going to teach undergrad. I'm going to go work for Department of Defense, support soft forces. And I'm like, I'm going to do bombs, bullets, and bad guys because I love those things and I can make a lot of money teaching that stuff.
Yeah.
None of those things set me on fire. So I said, I'm going to write a book. And a lot of people at my cake party at the district were like, oh, shit.
No, what is he going to write?
Yeah, because when I signed off on my case, and it's in the book and it's in the Audible, but when I signed off on my case before I walked out of the major's office, he said, be careful how you tell this story.
Ooh.
And he was a friend of mine at the time. Anyway, he wasn't telling me, hey, don't go run. He's basically telling, don't go run your mouth. You know how it works. The double secret probation after you're punished. They only cut your throat. They can still skin you. So, he was giving me the warning, take it like a trooper, put on your pack and head out, which is what I was going to do. I mean, he knew that that's how I operate. So when I said, I'm going to write a book and I saw the looks, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm going to tell about everything, the real stuff. And not to be mean, but this is my story and how I did it wrong, because I was healing partially at that. I saw a path forward. But I got very dark after I retired and I journaled and it became a book. The lessons I learned of the journaling became a book. So I figured start the podcast along with it, but the podcast wasn't going anywhere, man. I had like 11 subscribers. I was interviewing my buddies, people, books that I read. And, they say, 90% of the people who do a podcast don't do more than 8 episodes. I was like, all right, I'm going to have 8 episodes recorded before I even launch. So I'm ahead of the losers already. It just, I don't know, man. I was like, nobody's listening. Why am I doing this? But at that point, I had like 30 episodes and had not mentioned once that I'd written a book. I was like, this is a horrible business plan. And my business plan was write and publish a book. It wasn't sales. It wasn't recoup money. It wasn't any of that stuff, man. Because I didn't know, and I didn't know any of this stuff. And I just figured, I've been in front of classrooms. I've scared at least 2 people that I know of with my teaching. So I'm
in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah. I'm comfortable speaking in crowds. And so anybody who wants me to speak about anything that I've experienced in the last 30 years, whether it's leadership, field training, bombs, bad guys, military, trying to be a better husband and a present dad, I can speak about those things, not from a clinician standpoint, but a guy who got it wrong. And
so good.
I did a graduating address back in November in New Orleans. My buddy is the captain of the regional post academy there. And he said, Brad, I need to get you up here. And we'd been working on it for a while. And I finally flew out there and did it. And I brought copies of my books for all of the kids that were graduating. And I wanted them to have it. And I explained to them briefly because he'd been telling them, this is who I am. He's going to be giving the keynote. So I met them all. And I said, look, I know y'all have spent the last 6 months reading and reading and reading. The last thing you want to do is read something. But here it is in your own time. Thumb through this. For some of you, this is what it is. It's my cautionary tale because I don't want you to repeat what I did. For some of you, it's going to be a roadmap of what to stay away from. And for some of you, it's going to be a crystal ball. Don't let it be a crystal ball. That's the point of this. You don't have to do the mistakes that I made. And I've laid out every weakness, everything that I did wrong and things that I could have done better. The things that could hurt me are there for you. And I bring that to this now, man. I'm not an expert. I don't have, I don't have a kick-ass beard. I don't have a cool backdrop. I don't have a mic that's branded. I don't know how to do that stuff, man. I just want to help.